Hey guys, this one's a long time in coming, I know, since I posted that I got it, but hey, it's the after use review. This is CRKT Crawford Kasper. Got the name right for a change. And I'm going to tell you what I thought about it after using it. Now I'm going to say I did not put the steel through a hard test. There was no point in doing that. Actually, I didn't have a chance to do it. I just went through its normal crap of, opening packages. I didn't even break down that much cardboard. I didn't have a whole lot to break down this time, so I didn't get put through the normal paces. But I do have to tell you that it did go through the wash machine. So it definitely got washed, and I had to take it apart and re-oil it. That was not fun. But that's what I get about forgetting having it in my pocket of my pants and throwing my pants in the wash machine without checking the pockets. Well, yeah, that's my fault. I did do a modification on this since this is quite a heavy knife, over 7 ounces. I did remove some of the steel liner. You'll most likely see that video well before you see this one. So you get to see that process and how much it removed. It is a knife for big hands. If you got smaller hands, don't try. I'll let you get this open for you. And I wear a size large glove, and it fits my hand perfectly. It does have some drawbacks in the grip department. I do not like the overly aggressive jimping on the liner lock. I mean, it's great for getting a purchase to close the blade, but when you grip down on it, it does, and I'll see if I can get it to leave an imprint there in my hand. Hopefully you can see that right here. It does leave a nice imprint here, so if you use it for any length of time, that's why I wasn't. It does start to rub the skin raw right here on your index finger. Not great. I do like the jimping on the back though here. It just makes it a lot easier to use. The liner here, which, or I should say the whatever this is aluminum. I mentioned that earlier. I lightened that too. And you can see it's in my pocket. It's still a little dusty. I forgot to clean it off. Pocket clip works. No problems there. It could be a little bit snugger. I find that it's a little bit loose. And, and it can easily be pulled out of your pants. Or your pocket, I should say. Not all your pants, that's disgusting. But otherwise I like it. It definitely does have its drawbacks. I just pointed out a couple of them. But it does have a really cool blade chip. I really do like that. And I'm going to be really disappointed if this doesn't cut paper very well, because I haven't put it through a whole lot of use. So I can't really tell you how the 8CR14 steel does. I know it is just a tad bit softer than the 8CR13. As you can see here, no problem with regular paper. But this has gone through the wash machine too, and I haven't sharpened it since then, so I haven't sharpened it since I got it, actually. It's still cutting phone book paper after I stropped it fairly well, which is nice. So you can see that. Now, let's see if it actually shaves me. You can see the little bit there. My arm here is not growing back as fast as I'd like it to. But let's see if it still shaves. And New bald spot on my arm. Still shaved, so for a little bit I've put it through. Not surprising at all that it held its edge. If you want to try a CRKT knife, you can find one of these. I paid under 20 bucks. Can't remember the price anymore. You'll have to check my first video. It's worth it, especially if you like a bigger, heavier knife. It does have the manual lock instead of the auto lock, so with it on you cannot move that liner over, which is nice. With it off you can. It is manual. I found that anytime I gripped it to do something, that my thumb, just as a natural part, pushed it forward to be locked, which is a nice feature. I like that your thumb does the work instead of it doing automatically. So there it is. But if you just want to sit there and play with it like that, for a while, then you don't have to worry about that auto lock going in. That's one thing I don't like about the auto lock system, is when it automatically goes on. I'd just rather be able to, when I need to use it, put it on, because it is a natural movement as soon as I grip the knife, as you can see. But when I just want to sit there and open and close the knife like that, I can just do that as well. Otherwise, for the price, it's a nice knife. It's heavy. As I said, it does have those couple of drawbacks, and keep that in mind, especially if you got smaller hands. You're not going to like this knife very much. If you got larger hands like I do, you'll like the grip. Does have some nice jimping there on the back, but it is lacking on the blade. They could have put jimping up there. That's another thing they could have done. I mean, it's held up fairly well. Took the trip through the wash machine and didn't dull. That's a good thing. But like any of the Chinese steel, it's a little bit softer, so it's going to need a little bit more upkeep. You have to sharpen it more. But with my philosophy, if I use a knife, I strop it. This way the blade stays sharp a lot longer between, actually having to go onto a stone to be sharpened. So there we go. If I were going to grade this, I'd give this like a C. I mean, it's an average knife. It's not the best knife in the world. It's not the worst knife in the world. If I want to go on looks, though, definitely in my opinion, it's just really, it looks really cool. I like the way it looks. That's why I bought it. Definitely an A in the book in looks. Comfort in hand, that I'd probably go with a D. Because, and it's only because of this jimping here, that moves it from an average knife feel in my hands to a knife that, if you're going to put it through any kind of work, say you break down a whole bunch of cardboard boxes, I wouldn't want to do with that knife, not without rubbing the middle part of my index finger to the bone on that thing, because it does irritate pretty quick. So with that said, I'm going to leave you at the 9-minute mark of this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy.